What's up guys, and welcome back to our Global Force Wrestling game. We're at our times now, and that means is the big debut of Z question mark question mark question mark. Now, you're probably wondering why we're on this screen and not on like the booking screen. Instead of running down the card, I thought I'd do it this way, so how I'm debuting this person is more of a surprise. So we'll start straight off the bat with this in our pre-show. In an awful match that was completely devoid of heat, the Young Bucks defeated Beastia, 666 and Drago in 11:35, and Nick Jackson defeated Drago by pinfall with 450 splash. This, I thought it would be a fun match, and I wanted to see if what the tag team chemistry Beastia, 666 and Drago would have, because I thought that'd be quite an interesting team. So if you guys have any suggestions for like a team name, because they don't have terrible chemistry or good chemistry, so they can be a team, like an idea for a team name for them, I was thinking like something maybe like Monsters of Lucha or Lucha Monsters or something like that, but not crap. So like if you think of something cool, post it in the comments, because like people can come up with some really good ideas in those comments. And about that had solid in action, but not much of the way heat. Chris Sabin defeated Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, and Pentagon Jr. in 11:56, when Chris Sabin defeated Kenny Omega by pinfall with Future Shock. Basically, just to build up our Chris Sabin a bit, have a bit of a multi-man X Division match. This is actually the first match of the show, you know, that's not on the pre-show. I just thought it'd be a fun way to start off our show. Then following on from that, and about that had solid in action, but not much of the way heat. Rhino defeated Davey Boy Smith Jr. 11:56 by pinfall with a Rhino driver. Again, Rhino wasn't on the show, and I wanted something for him to do, so he's in a bit of a throwaway match with Davey Boy, but build Rhino up. I have some ideas of what I might do with him. I have like some feuds in mind for Rhino that I might. This is almost like a bit of a reset, as it were. Well, not a reset, but like like if you can imagine like the show that'll be our anniversary show, that's gonna be our WrestleMania. This is like SummerSlam, where like all the storylines that have been running on so far all culminate in new ones start and that. So this is quite a big show as a whole. In a match that had some good action and average heat, Matt Sydal defeated PJ Black in 11:35 by pinfall with a shooting Sydal press. Matt Sydal defends number 3 of his X Division title. Basically, I thought this would be a good match. Continue this semi-feud they've sort of been having. I've sort of got like a bit of a... well, everyone wants a title in the X Division. You know, like, I want it to be quite interlocking feuds. That in the tag division, I want everyone's after titles, regardless of whether it's a face or a heel that holds them, you know, like... Sabin will wrestle Sydal for it. I keep saying Sydal for some reason. Keeps wrestling Sydal for it, even for their tag partners. They both want the individual success of that title. And then, oh, that's good. And then Angle backstage, we've got Ray cuts a promo, hyping up his match with AJ, hyping up that this ladder match is his chance to prove once and for all he can actually beat AJ Styles one-on-one. This feud actually goes all the way back to our first show, when we had our tournament, like our little 4-man one-night tournament to crown our first world champ. And in the semi-final match, AJ defeated Rey Mysterio. So this is like going all the way back to there, that these two have been feuding with each other. So it's quite this is sort of building up to the culmination of this rivalry. So we continue on. And I bet they had solid in action, but not an average heat. I was used to it and not much of the way of heat. LAX defeated Team 3D in The Addiction in 2019 when Homicide defeated Frankie Kazarian by pinfall with 51-50. And the LAX win the GFW World Tag titles. Basically, I wanted to get the belts off Team 3D. They're a bit too high up. I've always been a fan of LAX. So, you know, like the other mid-card teams. Like, they're like the only main event team, the Team 3D. The other mid-card teams are predominantly heels, so it's easier if they're on LAX because they have more people to feud with, like the Addiction, the Bucks, the Bullet Club. They're all heel teams, you know. There's more storylines I can do with LAX as the champs. Even though, like I said, I like having a big everyone wants some feud going on. And then another exciting match, a match that had average crowd action and some decent in-ring action. Okada defeats Galloway in 12-13 by pinfall by Rainmaker, and Okada wins the US heavyweight title. Basically, I was doing this because I wanted to keep the weekly US title matches. I kind of like that. I kind of wish I'd made it a TV title rather than a US title, and I might, if I ever bring in a TV title, I'd, you know, make it the TV titles defended every week. But basically, this is just so I can get away from it being only non-US talent challenging for it to everyone can challenge for it kind of deal, if you get what I mean. So basically, it's a constant open challenge. It can change whenever, you know. It's not going to have many storylines associated with it because, you know, it will change hands on television. It will, you know, probably move around more than the X Division or the Tag or the World. So yeah. Anyway, that was a pretty decent match. I'd actually quite like to see this match in real life. Get on it, New Japan. Hire Drew. Put him in the next G1. After the match, Okada celebrates in the ring with his newly won title because he's happy, everyone's happy, everyone loves the Rainmaker. He does the pose, and then money falls from the sky. I got a 50, so that's pretty good. In a match that had some good action and average heat, Samoa Joe defeated Matt Hardy in 2022 by submission with a Kina clutch. I got a 69. So again, pretty good rating. This is like the end of this feud. This is to like, the last match Samoa Joe also won. This is to cement that Samoa Joe is, as in like, a legitimate threat to anyone in the company. You know, he's not just upper mid, well, he's a main eventer now, but like he ain't no Samoan to mess with. Then our next match, in a match that had some good action and average heat, Alberto defeats Jeff Jarrett in a 1v1 last man standing match in 1959 when Jeff couldn't meet the 10 count. I got a 64. Again, this is just to fully cement that Alberto is at a higher level than Jeff. We're basically going to use Jeff to put over our younger guys, and Alberto, I think you could have a lot of more high up stuff with Alberto. Then we should have our hype video. Yeah, here we go. A video airs hyping AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio Jr. With a 65, so this is hyping up our main event match. But wait, the video cuts out. The two men are in the ring, ready for this world title ladder match. And then the video cuts out because a figure walks out to the ring with a microphone in hand. And it's not who you're expecting. It isn't Z question mark question mark question mark. Because while he came here, he didn't come alone. He brought a friend. He brought an ally. He brought the best representative that money can buy, Paul Heyman, who comes out and introduces his client, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is Z question mark question mark question mark. Holy shit. When I found out that I could try and sign Brock, I like went insane and was so excited, and I've had to keep this secret for like a month. I've been so hyped about this. And I was right, because look at that rating. I mean, I'm paying Brock a lot of money, but he's Brock Lesnar. He is worth that money. I thought I was just going to have him on his own, because I've worked out why his contract must be set to expire. Either it's, you know, a random occurrence, or it's because this mod would be made when Lesnar's contract was about to expire at WrestleMania, which will be why it was set to expire in the game. See? Ah, so that must be why he was available to sign, and I pounced on him because he's Brock Lesnar and he's amazing. And for Paul Heyman, his contract came up like about a week after I hired Brock, and I was like, there's no way I'm not signing Paul Heyman, so we stole him too. And you want to talk about a big stealing for your first, steal from the WWE, and I think that's a pretty big one. So Paul Heyman comes out, he introduces Brock Lesnar, conquer the streak, blah 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 blah, the usual stuff. And then he says, due to his amazing Paul Heyman skills, that he has managed to secure Brock Lesnar a place in tonight's title match. That's right, the main event is a triple threat between Lesnar, Mysterio, and AJ Styles in a ladder match. Holy shit. I know. It's amazing. Let's go to the match and see how it went down. Hopefully well. Very well. And I bet they had great heat and great wrestling action. Brock Lesnar defeated AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio Jr. in a three-way ladder match in 27:48 when Brock Lesnar retrieved the item. Brock Lesnar wins the GFW World Heavyweight title. This is awesome. I'm very happy about this. There's a definite lack of psychology on the show. Who was our road agent for this match? Lance Storm. I'll need to fire him. But still, 79, that might be our highest rated match. I'm not sure. I'll need to check. But we'll go to this screen. Go to our finale screen. They feel Beastia 666 was used too much. But this show increased our popularity in 19 regions. Got a 74. That's a very high rating. If you look, our segments were rated well. In fact, our only main show segment below 50 was these two, the opening two. So we're definitely improving, I think, and this Brock Lesnar signing is a big deal. So what we're going to do, we're going to praise Brock. I'm going to give Brock a hug. We're going to give Heyman a hug, because he's amazing. That might be our highest rated angle. I'm willing to bet money on that. And we'll tell Rey that he's good. So we'll make this speech. Brock seemed pleased, Heyman seemed pleased, and Rey seemed pleased. So we'll end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed this episode and the big reveal. Tell me what you think about Lesnar signing with us, if you're as hyped as I am, because I'm ridiculously hyped to what I can do with Lesnar. Who you'd like to see him feud with. I mean, there's a lot of feuds that I'm excited about possibly booking with Lesnar. There's a lot of stuff I can do with him. I think someone actually predicted it right, actually, in one of the comments, so I was quite impressed. But then everyone picked different people, which I thought was quite interesting too. There wasn't like, the same name showing up. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this series. I hope you've enjoyed this episode as well. If you enjoyed it and want to see more of the stuff I do, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this episode in particular, give it a like, share it with folk, whatever. And I hope to see you in the next one.